Hey everyone, Kyle here, and in this video, I'm talking about how to improve your credit and ultimately the credit ranking factors you need to think about. So let's get right into the video. So the first most important thing is going to be your payment history. So your payment history is how good are you at paying your open lines of credit, things like your credit cards, your car, your mortgage, stuff like that. If you miss payments, this is horrible for your credit. So you really need to think about how to make sure that I get this paid. Usually all these open accounts have a monthly payment, so make sure no matter what that you get this paid monthly. And if you don't, this is really going to negatively hurt your credit. The second ranking factor that is important is your amount owed. And really what's super important with this is your credit card utilization rate. So when you get a credit card, you're going to get some type of credit limit. Let's just say it's $1,000 for your first credit card. If you spend $900 of that $1,000, you have a 90% utilization rate, and this is ultimately bad for your credit. What you want to aim for is around 15% or less credit card utilization. But what's important with having a credit card is you need to make sure you use it every month, because if you don't use it and just leave it at zero, they will shut down your credit card. I've had it happen to me. So just make sure if you have a credit card, make sure to use it a little bit, but keep that utilization low. The third thing after that is your credit length history. So quite simply, this is just how long you've had your open lines of credit, like your credit cards. The longer you have this, the better your credit score is going to be. The fourth ranking factor is going to be your credit mix. So this is going to be the different types of credits you have and the number of accounts you have with this. So if you have multiple credit cards, you have a car loan, a home loan, having a good mix of credit products helps build your credit score. You want to make sure this is easily manageable, though. You don't want too many credit cards to where you accidentally forget to not pay one. So just make sure you have the proper credit mix for yourself that's easily manageable. And then finally, the last thing is your new credit. So this is going to be things like hard inquiries on your credit. You want to make sure you limit the amount of hard inquiries on your credit. This is a pretty small factor at around 10% of your credit. But if you go to somewhere like a car dealership or a mortgage office or somewhere like that, make sure they're not running your credit multiple times, because if they do a bunch of hard inquiries, that could hurt your credit score. You want to limit this as much as possible. Again, this isn't a huge ranking factor. You just want to make sure you're not going crazy with going to 20 different car dealerships and they're all running your credit. You want to be as strategic as possible with getting hard inquiries of your credit. So those are ultimately the 5 ranking factors for figuring out your credit and how to ultimately improve your credit. So a quick summary is make sure you make all your payments on time. Make sure your credit utilization is low. Make sure you keep a good long credit history. Make sure you have a good mix of different credit products like credit cards, home loans, and car loans, and make sure that's all easily manageable. And then finally, the 5th thing is try to not have too many hard inquiries. So if you make all your payments and you do this for a long time with a mix of different products, you should have a great credit score in a pretty quick amount of time. Remember, it's super easy to ruin your credit, so make sure you're diligent and on top of this every single month. And if you're an investor looking to make passive income, my company, White Tree Capital, partners with investors to do exactly that. What you could do is go to whitetreecapital.com, fill out the form, and speak with someone on our team to learn how to do that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Go ahead and subscribe down below for more content like this.